Hello and welcome back. I'm Bebo Joe and this is Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. We've done a lot last time. We explained a lot. Today we have to finish this alumina oxide setup that will include the plants. It will include coal. It will include distribution offices. It will include garbage. It will include water. It will include sewage. It won't include power. It will include harbors. It will include a lot of stuff that we didn't get done yet, but there's so much more to do. Oh, and cableways? Did I mention cableways? Yeah. No. We're going to get that done today, and at the end of today, everything will at least get started, kind of. We're not going to have power. That is a special thing. You have to figure out where to get that from. But this is the second part. Enjoy. Yes, I feel a little guilty. I just flattened out kind of everything over here, but I think it will be for a greater good, and that just sounds like a stupid developer talking, but yeah, let's see how this plays out. So when we're done with this, I expect a lot of, well, aluminum oxide. That's A. I also expect somewhere where I can actually store about 8,000 tons of raw bauxite. Yeah, of actual bauxite that I can export, and I feel like this may not be enough space to do exactly that, but we're just going to have to see what we can do with that, and maybe it just has to go through here. All of that so far is fine. Everything is a good thing. We do need coal. We only need 30 tons of coal a day. That's like two trucks, which is still a lot per day. So I don't really want to rely on not bringing that in via conveyor belts. But we do have conveyor belts that we can use here, so we don't have to worry about too much if it's actually going to arrive at the place where we want it to be. So I think what I'm doing here may be still okay. Well, there's still some terraforming. There were a couple mountains here that I effectively had to remove. I hope that's okay, but that's where we are. Let's see, do you have a straight shot into that one? Yes, you do. Do you have a straight shot into that one? Yes, you do. These two are the coal ones that I would like to feed into this area. Wow, they're just like hyper aggressive to get this connection going. Well, that's fine. We'll just plop you here, get you what you're looking for. So this is for coal, very important. That one has to come out somewhere, and then we have to deliver it somehow. We have so many ships doing coal things already, and we have so much extra coal that I think a ship is the only real way to do this. We may just have to run a conveyor belt pretty far out here to make that happen, but we will get there at the end, most likely, and not necessarily anywhere today. You need to actually point that way. Okay, point at the up. That's fine. And then you just have to point somewhere over here and eventually make your way into the destination, and that's the important part on that one. These do need some water. Okay, how much water do you need to actually be happy? 29 cubic meters of water. That is not nothing. It's not a ton. What is the water quality? It should be required water quality 75%, so we cannot just pollute everything. And also it says 24 tons per year. And here's a math, just a very, very basic paper math, is each of those clouds is about 250 meters of distance that you want to maintain when you build things that may require something. So I guess we just need our water pump somewhere out here where we have a harbor coming in. That should be fine. Okay, I do want a road here just so I don't forget. I do want kind of, sort of, the way out of this, but I think now I have to worry about how am I going to get my dry bulk to where it actually is needed. Okay, we have a couple options. We have a humongous cement silo sitting here or here. Okay, this one also has factory connections, not factory connections. It has pipeline connections that go up. Maybe that's what I want to use here. We also have this guy, but it doesn't have the factory connections. So it has to be popped down here, which honestly, maybe this is a better place for what you want, because if you go here, you can have your aluminum bauxite dropped off right there, which honestly could be a much better place than what I had in mind initially. So let's just play this out. If you go that way, and you go this way. Yes, I'm pointing the road at the same direction. Then we would get 1,100 tons of aluminum oxide at some point. How much can we fit into one ship? How are we doing on steel here? We're doing okay. How are we doing on mechanical components? We're not doing great, as usual. But you are the dry bulk storage. Aluminum oxide that we're going to move through. Is this the right one or is this the wrong one? Aluminum oxide, 1,600 tons. So we need 3 of the large, of these large container storages to actually make export worth it for 2 ships, which is what the harbor is going to be in this area. So that sounds good. Where are you? Cargo harbor, small, medium is the one that we want. You have these connections. Okay. Was there a dry bulk harbor, or do I have to use the cement silos for this? Oh, we have a bigger one. Well, this is actually much better. I forgot about all of these. 2,300 tons is the biggest one we can get. One will have rail connection and one will not. Okay, so this one is our thing. So 2 of these will give us exactly what we need for our connection. Now, I do know that these are relatively slow in unloading, so probably what we should do is just have 2 harbors set up and have the stuff split at the very end, which that's easy enough to do. So we'll just plop one effectively here, put a harbor in front of it, and honestly, it's a medium, small, medium, small. 156 meters is plenty of room for a harbor in this area, I think. How long was the ship that I just looked at? 156 meters is what that one said. The ship that I just looked at that will be our oxide carrier is 140 meters. So yeah, that one is more than sufficient to do exactly what we need to do. And all I have to do here is effectively just build a flip around for the exact same setup. And maybe now the road has to go on the opposite side on both of these. That may happen. Let's see. What are your conveyor belt connections? No, we have one of these. Okay. So this one should do effectively what we want, but it does it on the wrong side. Okay. But it's high enough up where that may not cause any trouble. If it's high enough up there, maybe these will already do what I need them to do. You are as high up as you can go. Okay, so if you go there, you can easily get underneath that guy. Okay, this one should be having no trouble getting in there. That looks good. Which means this one has a connection right onto that. So far, so good, so easy. Well, sure. If you want to have the road connection on the other side of this, I'm not going to fight you on that. That looks fine. But no, you can't, because then the factory connection, which is actually what we want, is on the wrong side. So we'll flip you around, get the factory connection here, get your in where the other one was. That feels good. Definitely get rid of that guy. Talk to our ships. That's airplanes. Talk to our ship cargo harbor, which we did just a small one. 156 meters is probably sufficient. And the harbor doesn't want to fit here, but that's an easy fix. Let's just raise this up a little bit so we have a straight line, straight-ish line, and no problem. Bada bing, bada boom. Yes, we're gonna have 2 harbors because that should load a little faster than the single one that we had before. These can be connected here, and you come out that way. We still need this one to make it all the way over here, which may require this connection to go away. But let's play this out. I mean, we already made it to this part. Thank you so much for watching. We may as well see the end of it. So you need to go this way somewhere. I'm trying to get it far enough out here that I can get a reasonable next connection. And we don't need that one. We don't need this one. And that one didn't look like it actually made the connection that it promised me. That looks fine. Now, can I go here? There's a way. Okay. That's what I needed to see. There's a way. We make the road connection there. If those 2 are intersecting each other somewhere, that is fine, but they're actually just missing the conveyor belt parts. Some of the skeleton is kind of intertwined, but let's just say that they're smart enough to build around that just fine. So that makes me happy on this. Let's get this one out here so we get that road connection in. Nice. That makes that easy, and this one's already connected to the right thing, so that is already easy. Nope, but this one should be fine. You go there, and then you go there. Yep. You. I like dry bulk conveyors. They make my life pretty easy. You just connect there, you connect here, and then out you go. Make all your direct connections as much as you can. Beautiful. Obviously, this one needs a connection. Very nice. Good job. How are you going to make workers go here now? That is a whole different ball game, and I don't know the answer to that. You probably need to make sure you have these coming through here. But technically, having a cableway station sitting right behind here could be the answer to get workers here, and then have a bus that technically just goes up here and drops off workers in that spot and then brings them back. Is probably going to be our easiest to get this connection done. So yeah, sure, why not? Let's pop over here, get a bridge. Okay, it's industrial, so it's going to get an industrial looking bridge. A hill causing obstruction, of course you are. F2, this is a relatively tall hill. I don't actually like that. But there is an opportunity here for a nice bridge. So let's see if we can make that work. Yep, just pop over right there. That will work. Road connection up. Good enough. We don't have any of the other exports set up yet. That is true. But you can't have everything all the time right away. So patience, please. You hop there. You go there. Very good. There's a connection right here. Things are going way smoother than I expected them to, which is wonderful. We'll just see how this ends up when we're actually being done, because all of this is so fire prone. If there's a fire, we're royally screwed. If the fire's in the wrong place, none of the vehicles can go anywhere, which will be a fun to be part of that. But let's see how all of this works out. This could be a tunnel, but I don't want one. I'm so glad I have all the excavators here that I did invite in the beginning, because they are more than necessary to make all of this work. Yep, just a straight piece of road going on the outside here. That feels perfect. I'm planning on using this to have a distribution offices sitting where they're doing their thing. I don't know where the incinerator is going to sit yet, or anything that has to do with trash reduction, so that is going to be an interesting moment. Also, if you go right here, you have the largest of the water crossings that you would have to worry about, which is silly because right next to it is this little channel. Why don't we just go there? That feels much better. Okay. You go there. Actually, no, you don't go there. You will become part of this road network. That feels good. You become part of this. You will just feed into that guy, and then you guys just find a road right here and do the worst. Yes, that's good. Okay, so coal still comes in from here. That should be okay. We're picking up the iron oxide right there. That is fine. This one has to be connected to something eventually. I don't think you're going to be connected to that because the ships have to go somewhere. So let's see if we can collect the extra bauxite that comes out of this. Train is waiting too long. You saw earlier we had like 200 million in the bank, and I was like, oh yeah, it's not bad. Now we're down to this. And this is exactly what I saw for like a year and a half. Sometimes you go up a little bit and then you go down a little bit. It's just we're just scraping by. We're about running even, and that is not good enough for what we need to do. You can do 2,500 tons. You can do 5,000. I don't think we have a real option here, and you need the 5,000 tons of this thing. So may as well make it work. If we do something like... Oh, boy. Okay. If we pretend that this is going to work, we can put one there and one potentially on the opposite side and have the roads kind of match up. Yes, you kind of just said that you will fit here. That's nice. Let's see how this actually works. If we put you there, then we need our splitter, which the only The only reason for this guy to exist... Gosh, that road connection is just really bothersome, isn't it? The only reason for this guy... There we go. The only reason for this guy to exist is to get... no, it's not going to work the way that I want it to. It just doesn't give me a good enough connection with any of these guys that I can get all the road connections that I wanted. You may just have to flip the other storage. That's true. Yeah, that one goes there. That one can come here. You cannot go there because this factory connection is in the way. And then you... Nope, nope, nope. Okay. That's fine. I had a feeling that might happen. We'll just have to work through that. Let's do a road connection here, and then we should be able to do the thing that I need to do. But yeah, these all kind of are doing what I was hoping they would do. Can you go there? You now can kind of go there. We're going to accept that. I'm clicking the button. It's just trying to build all the other connections too. And it didn't actually build the connection that I wanted. That's perfect. I lost my train of thought, if you can't tell, but that's fine. Cool. That connected, and we have a road connection for here. That is perfect. Now, there are two large storages here, and we can decide, do we just want to have one ship doing the things? And there's a lot of room right here where I think an aggregate harbor makes perfect sense. The only question that we have to answer is, how many aggregate harbor do you want? There's probably only one good answer. Try an aggregate loading, harbor aggregate. There we go. Harbor aggregate loading. Yes. We have two spots with three sections here. I think right here, redirect the extra storage that we have into this area and call it a winner? Sure. Can you? No, you cannot go straight around there. That's fine. You go here, connect through there. And you go in here. This one obviously has to connect to something. There we go. Get me a... One of these. One of these should be more than sufficient to get me the connections that I need. Up, up. Up, up. I guess that's as high as I can go. It did give me a connection there. And now all we need here is one more friend to get us that connection, but it's not going to make it easy. That's fine. Maybe this was the wrong choice. Okay. No, this is not going to work because we still need an out or a double collector. It's the wrong one. This is the right one. The effect, this is what I need. Okay, but now the harbor is on the entirely wrong location, so that's not really going to work. No, I think the one that you just had will probably be easier to implement than the one that you're currently playing with. So there you go. Here you do need to be far enough back for actually getting a road through this thing. Wasn't sure that I'm going to get one in there, but I wanted to try anyways. F4 so I can give it a real try. No, it does not want to play ball right there. That's okay. So let's get back to the road that we already had. That's fine. It's a little more angled, but it will do. Then let's get us a simple in out wherever you want to connect to. And then we're going to do a double collector like this one. One will collect from the left, one will collect from right behind it. I don't know why the one right behind it wasn't playing along. But flip that around, push that back a little further. Get me this one, hopefully. Nope. The pillar is like right where the road is, so that's not super surprising. But you would go in here. You are just going to snake around what we give you. You can connect right into there, and then you make a full recovery, full roundabout from right there. Cool. So now we have aggregate storage get collected here. Good. We need fuel for all of these, but I think that will be the easiest one to set up. And this is just the extra surplus. That's good. Then the real stuff comes in here, goes in two extra large storages that brings it to the alumina plants. Oh, is that what they're called? I don't think that's what they're called. Alumina plant. You were not incorrect. Good job. And they will stuff it into the aluminum oxide producers over there. The only thing that we're really missing here is getting our coal in. And I wouldn't mind if our coal actually just comes around the corner from where we're actually sitting. So let's see if we can make a coal drop-off happen right about here. Because if I don't, it just feels a little nicer if this is what we can do. There's still chemicals. We need chemicals. They also have to come in here, probably also by ship, at least a large storage. And that can happen over here because I think the only place we need chemicals is these two places. Right? Yeah, no chemicals there. And then just 2.6 tons of chemicals per day for these guys. Which I'm assuming have a 10 tons chemicals warehouse. That's not as big as I thought it was. It's only like 4 days. So maybe, I'm glad I just looked at that. It was accidental, but I did look. So now I know, and I don't like it. So let's give myself a chance with a little more chemical storage, which is just going to be this one. Does more than what we needed to do. So this one will be easy. This one will also be easy. Get us a road connection. Yep, you get a dedicated one. You go right in here, nice and straight. Now chemicals can come in there. I will probably have a train come in here because we do have a rail connection right there. We currently aren't. I have no intention of doing anything with any of this stuff. I don't need to produce aluminum today. If I do want to produce aluminum, I can also just take the ships here and bring them to wherever the aluminum is needed. Our train network is hopelessly overloaded. So that's not really gonna hurt us. It's actually gonna help us. So yeah, just leave it the way it is and go from there. Where do you want your road connection? I think on that side is fine. Get a little bit of coal in, just unload you right away. That's probably even too much. If we could just get a small one, same road direction, road connection, looks great. Get you through here, that's good. Get you through here, that's good. None of these have repair stations connected to them. That's kind of not on accident. And also I'm looking at this. That's a better road connection than this one. But maybe you just have to fill in the ground a little bit here and then you get a relatively good road connection to an existing road network. That's probably worth it. I do know that I have to route our coal around this first. So give me a minute. That looks reasonable. Then road goes right through here, nice and flat. There you go. By flat, I mean straight. Yep. I'm even stealing a little more extra room. So that's exciting. Cool, yeah. You can connect right into here, and then the coal connection should be super simple because we don't actually... Well, where's our connection? That's just a single. Okay. If that's just a single, we can get rid of all of this road for now. And get them just routed around here. So where are you? I want the probably one of these to make the final connection. You're already up all the way. That's good. I would like you to look at that. Okay. Done. See? Both of those give us exactly what we needed. Everything is nice high up in the air so we don't have any funny connections. And that goes there, that goes here, and this is connected also. Easy peasy. Okay. Is this going to give us what we need? We are floating. We're floating right now. I know the tourists may be ready to go already, but I don't want to set them up yet. Well, I do, but I don't. I much rather want to concentrate on all of this, but now we have isolated everything to that side. You don't have waste set up for these guys. Thank you very much. That can be handled by a technical service office, actually, because this is... Well, is it? Yeah, I think so. I think if you put one of these next to it, you can use a technical service office, but if you use one of these, you can actually pick them up for real. Is that what you want? I mean, that's what I would prefer. So I guess we plop one there, and we plop one here. And assume that trash can just get picked up from all of these places. I still don't know where the trash is going to go. That is a secondary issue that will have to be solved. We still need to be power for all of these things. Anything else that we still need? Well, chemicals have to come in somewhere, and I don't think there is sufficient room out here to get chemicals in. Plus, we're not really delivering with that amount of chemicals in mind. So yeah, we'll just need to expand into this area just a tiny bit. There's a lot of room for having waste happening here. I think... Yeah, waste happening here may make more sense, but most of the waste is going to come in this area, so actually having an incinerator and a separator right here makes probably the most sense. Let's just do that. Sorry, this is a double episode. I recorded a lot, and then I decided, you know what? There's still more to do, and then when we were done with everything kind of just fell apart. But the setup that we're looking for is really exactly the setup. Fell apart is the wrong word, but it's this setup. So we have one mixed waste feeding into the separator, which can turn it into all of these. We'll just set up a couple trucks that brings it down here once it's separated, and then we just burn the rest and turn it into ash. That sounds good. I do probably want a large incinerator just in case. Let's see here. Large incinerator can process 58 tons plus the general separator into 50 tons. How much waste are we going to produce out of this? Alumina plant power station, wattage, aggregate storage. Max daily garbage production, 4.2 tons. Cool. So that's 8 tons out of that thing. Max daily garbage, 2.5. So that's another 7.5 tons. So we're now at 15 tons out of these things. That's nothing. What are these doing? We have, let's say, 15 happening. Garbage production per worker, max daily garbage production 0.39 tons. That's not a lot. I don't know if that's 0.39 tons per 0.05 tons of raw bauxite, but let's just say 10 times 39. Well, I feel like that will produce a lot. I don't know if we're going to have enough, but I think we have the option to just ship our stuff down here if we really have to that other separation. So general separation plant right here. You have to be fed in somewhere, and we'll just use a truck to unload you. Yeah, you said that. Is that going to be happy enough? I think it will be fine. So you go here. You're going to get a large dump with claw machine. No rail, very important. There's going to be mixed waste in first. Then we're going to put a quick transfer station in between that should allow for all the separated waste to go somewhere. Well, separated waste somewhere. It will just feed the incinerator. Very good. You found your words again. Love it. And then the incinerator is simply responsible for moving it into an ash dump. And I think I wouldn't be surprised if we have more than enough room over here to actually make that happen. And we just have to schloiter it over the corner. Yeah, we don't need it with rail. Let's do this. I saw a thing which I really liked. I don't know how I didn't do that before, but I really liked it. And I'm just like, yeah, this is great. Actually, do you want to do it? If you want to do it there, you have to start here. Okay. I'll show you what I mean. First, we have to level out this tiny little mountain there. Cool. We're pretty much there. Then we're going to put one here. These don't have to be connected. One here. This one is the main one that's going to connect to all of the ones that we have here. Then, obviously, one on the other side. One on this side. Factory connection in there. And then, I mean, you could technically do 2 more here. I don't know that we need that. I think that's way overkill. And now we have this one. If you drop it into here, it will separate it into all of the connected ones, which means 5 of the large dumps connected give us 35 times 5, so at least 1,500, at least 1,750. 1,750 tons of ash that we can store, and that should be more than sufficient to do the things that we want to do. We just have to push it into here, which that may be made easier by a small cargo station. I don't need 6 loading spots, but 1 extra one could probably make a difference here. Just because I want to put a distribution office on this is really the main reason. I don't want that connection. I actually want this connection, and now I feel like I don't have quite enough room to do exactly what I wanted. That's okay. You could have just used one of the smaller ones. Okay, how small can we go? 4. This one is a 4. That one's relatively small. All you really need to do is go out of the way this much. Factory connection, that one? Nope. Factory connection, this one. Yes. Where is my waste thing? There's my waste thing. That's my transfer station. You would go probably here. I don't know that we need a small distribution office for this. I just... well, we have 4. There's effectively 4 trucks that can go there and 4 trucks that can go here. Could you do this with forklifts? I guess forklifts can probably just put stuff over here. I just feel like forklifts are probably not up for the task that much. So how about we do this? I'll set this up so I can handle 4 going in each direction, and call it a success. Definitely a success. I wanted this one to be almost like a straight line for them, so I can actually make this connection a little nicer. Then you go here. All we really wanted is the factory connections to go in there. There will be at least 2 trucks, maybe 4 trucks, just sitting, going back and forth, just delivering ash. If that becomes a requirement, I think I'm just going to start with 1 that may be able to keep up with everything that we have planned. If not, it's a very easy upgrade. You all go here, you go here, and then we have the overall waste thing all set up and ready to go. I think that's good. Now we just have to decide how many distribution offices, which that's not a problem because there's not really all that much to decide on. I'm assuming the waste from the mines is just like the waste from the coal mines and the iron mines, which is mostly mixed waste. So this should be really easy to separate out, which is really why I'm thinking, hey, give me a truck aggregate loading station right here. Ideally, you get an easy connection to that conveyor connection, which obviously is not the case. Let's try that again. Maybe we'll just put you relatively close to this and not even worry about a road connection. That close to where we were. There you go. There you go. And maybe you go in here. Beautiful. So now those trucks can go pick up there. This one probably benefits from an unloading station, just like the others benefited from that, but this one can actually be a 6-star unloader. So let's make that happen, which means there's a little bit of lowering here and a little bit of uppering. There you go. Make it good. Cargo station, cargo station. There you go. That's all we really needed here. Now the whatever distribution office is going to go, he has a relatively easy point of contact to do whatever it wants to do. It is a major connection, so I should at least give it a little curve. And you can feed right into what's going on here. And you guys just drive up and down the road. This is not a perfect road angle connection type thing. This is also very short. What is it called? Junction. Like where a place that I think we will have a better time doing just this. And then this one is not really a connection, so it shouldn't hurt anything, but those guys, like, I just want them to be able to drive fast around these corners. Because it should keep things moving a little better. That looks good, and now we can just say, how many distribution offices do you want? Probably as many as I can fit, so let's put 1 here, and then a handful here, I suppose. You will all cross the path that is there, so it's not a good location for one. True. I can't put 1 there. I could put 1 here, probably, somewhere. There we go. Knew I could. Just make it look industrial, so putting a couple of these large kind of storagey buildings up feels right. How many? We don't have that many waste collection stations, so that's actually a cool thing. There's a little bit of an opportunity down here. Should we move the trash collectors to the other side? No, not really. They can figure it out from here. All right. Let's get another distribution of them. I think we can fit 1 here, which makes me think this road is going to get revamped just 1 or 2 more times, and then we should be good on that. You right here, very nice. And then do we dare put another one there? I think we shouldn't, so we're going to leave that alone. But there's this connection. You go wherever you think you need to go. You don't really have waste going on right there, so that should be fine. And then here, how about another distribution office right in this corner? And if we here making large office spaces, not large these buildings, these large buildings here, we do need a technical service because there's going to be winter. We have to figure that out. And there's going to be some general trash that also have to be figured out. So I will just make that one a location here. That feels good. When it comes out, but it's right in the center of everything. And then we may be okay. We may be okay with the distribution offices that we already have. We may as well put a couple more small ones in because they always fit in places. That's good. How about one here? And then we can call it good enough on that. We still need water. We still need power. But we don't need anything else. We need a ton of power. I have to figure that out. And yeah, we'll do the utilities next time. Sorry. We're already way over everything that I wanted to do. But we can at least get started building all of this. Because it should be relatively easy to get all of this in. I guess the last thing that we can throw in here relatively easily is a end-of-line distribution setup with quick rail. And we don't even need anything fancy. The only thing I need here is a warehouse with a rail connection because all we're going to get in here is chemicals. So that one can pop in right here. There you go. Then get me some rail. It hopefully eagerly connects to this one. Let's level it out as much as we can. That looks great. Level it out a little bit on this side. I think it's doing it. I can feel it taking a little while to do all the things. And then we're going to see that I don't have snapping on, so turn snapping back on. This turn is a little sharper than I would like. So let's take that one back, make it a little less awkward. That's good. And then this one, don't make it go all the way, make it go a little shorter so our longer trains have a chance to actually return from here. And that's it. This does not have to be complicated. All we need is a little bit of chemicals coming in. So that is good. There is probably not a bad idea to have another distribution office sitting here, ready to grab whatever material comes in there, which try to not have them cross if you can avoid that. If you put it on this side, then they can turn right and leave very easy, versus the other one, they always cross each other's paths, which is not ideal in most cases. Let's do this. This didn't have a good connection, so let's give it one. Left shift and then drag will let you upgrade it. Left shift drag can upgrade this one. And that's it, right? No, passengers. Okay, passengers is a big one, and I have ignored that until now, but I think we are... Gosh, we're so close. This could be a bus or it could be a gondola thing. The problem... this is so close for a gondola. That part is a little ridiculous. Let's see what we can do out of this. Make out of this. I need a good footpath connection. Okay, you guys just walk by the trash. Underneath the other... there we go. Yep. Yep. And then here, wow. Who put that mountain here? Who didn't delete the mountain before you started construction should be the better question. Luckily we have access to removing this, so let's just get this out of the way. I would like to have the passenger drop, not passenger, the worker drop off not too far away from everything that I want happening, because when I move the buses around, etc., there is a sense that the closer we can be, the better for us. So let's see here. That's 337 meters. We have a chance. We have a chance to make it happen right here. Where would that path take us? It would take us across all of this and eventually in there. It's so tempting to just make it a bus. We already have this bus connection here, but it's not really set up for any of the connections that we would want from there. So here... No, cableways. Cableways is better because frequency. That's the main thing. Which one would you connect to? If I put you here, you wouldn't connect to down there. Well, barely. You would connect here, but not on the other one. Okay. I think put this around. Yeah, it just really has to be here, which is okay. Which is okay. I think is this a big cableway station? Just small cableway station. No, it is. It doesn't separate if you are citizen or cargo. So I think there's a chance to put you right. That's the wrong one now. To put you right here. Yeah. Any connection here should be fine. So let's try this. Give you a footpath connection to there. It has to be constructed by helicopters. That's fine. We have helicopters. Then use the heavy cable pole. EEE to get you nice and high up in the air. Can't build you to infrastructure. This is not surprising. Don't worry. I kind of expected something like this, and I do want to have you turn just a little bit like this. T again. That may be the ticket. First check, do you still have footpath access to out here? Yes, you do. Cool. You will definitely have footpath access to there because of how you're placed. And now, large cableway, all the way up. We just have to get started, but it's saying too steep of an incline, which is unfortunate. That's fine. We'll just remove this and make the road run around the pole, and then we should be okay. What's the closest we can get? There. Okay. Remove this piece to get around you, and then connect you. And now we just have to get our poles into the area, which means a little bit more terraforming, but that should be easy. On this side, I think there's only one place where we can really start connecting, which is right here. Sorry, people that thought they had a nice front yard with the beach. Well, beachfront. I don't see any sand, so it's not really beach. It's more the nice area of town. You're gonna get a cableway to look at. I hope you don't mind. And also everyone else, you're gonna get a road because everyone likes a road. So cableway, small cableway station. Flip you around again. We need you to look that way, kind of. Actually, this way will be better, but we may just have to turn you around a little bit. As you can see, we have power connections. That's good. Now we just need this connection, and I think with the number of workers that we have available in this town, we don't have to allow any workers to go to the other part of the line anymore, which does help with the steel mill a little bit. But in the end, this is more important, probably. Just that road connection, so this one can get built. That looks good. There's a little bit of money in the bank. That's also good. And now these are already kind of pointing at each other. Now I just want to see, how do you play together if you're on water? There's one that needs to be closer in this direction. That's fine. You gotta build them somewhere, so we may as well start here. Pillar, yes. All the way up, very good. R to rotate you around. And we're gonna have a nice above water activity right there, so that should be super exciting. Sure, flat terrain, we can do that. You're already all the way up. Flip you around. It's not really complaining about anything, so we're just gonna plop you there. And then probably just one more, like right there, and then we should be pretty good. How am I going to get the workers to the other mines? I think I'm just going to tell the cableway station to transfer people directly, and then it can come back to pick up. Well, pick up with a bus, and everyone that doesn't get picked up goes to the alumina plants, and that should keep everything sufficiently working all the time. So cool. That kind of just fits in there, so that's exciting. There's sewage that needs to go somewhere. There's a lot of water here where we can just dump it in, even on this side. The water that we talked about, I think we wanted to get it about 750 meters away from where you're playing. So let's do somewhere over there to here. Yeah, if we can get our water from here, that would be great. No problem. We do need real water to be available. This one is 70 cubic meters. Actually, one of them is sufficient to do exactly what we need them to do. You go there, road through here. Always want a water tower. Then you want a sewage tank. Sure, there's good. Not sewage tank. You want a pump. Let's just do the large one, right? So easy to forget what the actual sizes are that these are capable of handling, but there you go. We're going to use one large pump because that is the well, that will cover everything in this area, which is all we really care about. Why not? Why do you want to go long? Doesn't matter. We need so much power to make all of this work. This will be fun. But there you go, there's that, and then you just distribute the industrial water to both of these places. And that's all that needs. Cool. Well, you're already here, may as well do sewage because you will forget, and that won't be fun. Okay, if we want to do sewage, I'm more inclined to push it out to this side of the waterway than to the side that already has a couple people working there. So let's do a nice steep edge, something like that. Water, sewage. Look at this. That's the correct way to look at it. Good. There it was. Just moved too fast. Cool. So that one's connected. Get my footpath connection to somewhere. Sure. No, someone can build it. We probably want a sewage switch in this area just because something's going to collect something that we want. For example, sewage tank. It's always a good idea because these two require workers, and workers always create some sewage. There's one. And then the big pipes. Sure. The big pipes can just get this stuff down here. You go in there. We need one more sewage switch though. I'll put that here. Why do we need two? Because one is going to be to collect this, the sewage cover I had over there, and then that's not really connected, is it? That one will connect hopefully to this guy. Requires proper slope. You are asking for having your sewage dumped right here. F3 to see something, and then yeah, that one doesn't play along. This one doesn't really play along. I think we have a chance to maybe go a little further. You can actually use a smaller pipe. They do 29 meters, so this one should be more than sufficient. Can you get to there? Yes, you can get to there. You just can't get to here. That's fine. We're just going to connect you there. And then we have 3 more places over here that also have sewage production because workers are here. So you would go right there. There's a chance that this one won't make it either, but may as well try it. You come out to here. Tunnels above the train at some point. That's fine. We have more than enough room to do our own sewage drop right here, and there's also no real consideration for other people already living in the area. So this should be okay for dumping sewage in the industry. Obviously, we have to turn you around. F4, get that footpath somewhere, and then always a good idea to just have a sewage switch. Even if I think that we're never going to need one right here, it will make my life easier. All of this has to be built. It'll be super fun until that is done. But this one should take care of all of that. Water? I mean, we have the line. The line certainly has a water production facility right there. So there should be more than enough water to get us to where we need. If there's a water connection available somewhere. And look at that. It's just waiting for me. It's a tower, so I don't need a pump after this. But all we need is to bring the water somewhere over here. Right there is totally fine. I'm going to put it into another tower. But now, because I'm putting it into another tower, I would have to worry about pumping it up again. I can also just use a switch. And this switch should enable me to distribute it to wherever I want to. So that should be easy. Large pipe, you go there. Don't need power for a switch. You would go here. That looks good. And then give me 2 water substations. One will be super close to where we are. Right here. Covers both of those people factories. One will be over here, and then I'm realizing that there's more stuff on this side. So can I actually place this so I cover all of them? Yes, yes I can. That one's covered. Good. Give you a little extra water, please. I'm using a large pipe is really all that means. Go here. Building in the way. No, 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 no. Good job. You don't need a large pipe. You can do a small pipe. I'm not worried about material cost. I'm worried about how long it will take to build all of this. So that looks good. F3 again. This guy's probably not covered by sewage, so... it'll probably just be easier if I give them a separate sewage tank, and they may also just distribute their sewage out right away. So let's see. We totally could use a truck for this, but this is way more fun. Some infrastructure is in the way. Of course there is. Yeah, I think you're asking for either getting your own dump situation or I cover you with the sewage thing that sits over here. And honestly, I'm more inclined to say give me this sewage connection. It makes enough sense, and then we're good with that too. Delete sewage. Thank you. Sewer tank. Like there. We do need to make sure that we cover everyone, and now we are. Easy enough. Another footpath connection, another sewage pipe connection, and this one from here to here, I am not terribly worried about it, but then apparently there's a place where it goes all above ground, which is lame. Which really all that means is that we're going to flip this one to the other side. Yep. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. And the sewage outlet's just going to be over here now. That's what you get for being bratty. There you go. This is an industrial sector. I am not terribly worried about this, the pollution that comes out of this. So, come on. You can do it. I believe in you. Nope, it just wants to fight me. So we're going to fight back with some better tools. Oh, you actually have to come down a lot. Okay. That should be enough. Sewage discharge. Come on. You can do it. Yes, it's always this finicky. Ta-da! And we made it. This one just feeds straight into that one because I don't want to deal with it anymore. And now we have that. We still don't have power. That we have to figure out. They can start building all of this, as far as I'm concerned. Helicopters probably are not... Well, they can get started on something that will cost me so much fuel and so much just extra stuff that I don't really want them here, but I'm not sure that I can get around that. Shop is out of good as usual. I'm assuming that is meat down here. No, you actually have meat. That's cool. Which shop is out of good? This is the line. Yeah, you are out of meat. Because why not? How are there 3 tons of meat sitting there but not here? There must have just been a meat truck delivery. But none of the others are ready to do anything yet. And... you know, they're just parking there. I wasn't sure if they're being replaced, and that's why nobody was here, but it seems like that was not the actual issue. Some electronics sitting there. Cool. No plastic sitting here. Annoying. No plastic sitting here. Also annoying. But we're getting there. So, this... will this save us? You tell me. I hope so, because if this doesn't save us, it's going to take us a long time to build, which means there will be stuff that we have to import, which means there will be stuff that we need to get everything moving. So there is a lot of potential problems already waiting for us in this general area, and it will be all exciting. But yeah, if it doesn't work, there's not much we can do. There are a couple dump trucks doing dump truck thingies. That looks good. There is a little bit of steel sitting here. There are some people sitting here. There's some iron in there. That's good. There are 2 iron ship exporters sitting here that are partially not even full. That's not good. They're not even half full yet. But this one is almost full. That's good. And we have a little bit of iron ore sitting here. That's all. Honestly, those are good news because it means we generally are keeping up with what we're trying to do. Just need a couple more people to show up and to work every day. Yes. So that's what we did. Sorry, again, took a little longer. This episode, that is. But thank you for sticking through with it. We have a bauxite setup and aluminum oxide. We are exporting everything in excess. This is only for export. This is a complete export industry. But it should be a money printer that we need. We can produce most of the stuff with just a few workers and excavators. Effectively, we have to build a lot of them, of course, at some point. But yeah, right now the plan is just to send a bus right here to pick up people. If that doesn't work, we will just put a bus station somewhere along the line here and transfer people there and then transfer them back. Just don't pick up people with the gondola on the, like, going around. That should be very easy. And then we just drive them over here. But then I realized these are all nicely connected already, so this should be super easy, where we just plop in a quick bus stop. Didn't miss that. There you go. There's your quick bus stop. You're actually going to get a bus stop that has a better angle. Excuse me. I'm trying to do something here. Game. There you go. Let's do this. Let's do... I guess the road that was there before is fine. You go there. You would go here. Make sure that you have the footpath connections that you want, and you don't. Is that because reasons? I mean, this one can get this footpath connection, and I feel like once this one is built, there's an easy footpath connection to the other place, but we can also just do this to make sure that we have all the connection that we need. It's still acting like it can't connect there, but I don't believe you anymore because that is not a very long path. Cool. Yeah, we should be okay, and then we send the buses down there and they will do the thing. Power. We're going to do power, but in time. There's so much more to build here. And I hope I survived that long. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.